Hey guys, it's Gamer Magic here, and today we're gonna talk about some NBA trades, and we're gonna talk about what just went down in the NBA draft. So, the first trade we're gonna talk about is Timofey Mozgov and D'Angelo Russell go to Brooklyn for Brook Lopez and number 27 or number 28 pick. So I'll give you a little opinion about that pick. I mean, there's not much to think about. I think both sides won from that trade because, like, dude, they both got contributed with stars. But the bigger thing is that I think Los Angeles won bigger because now, since they emptied their cap space because of Timofey Mozgov, because of his ginormous contract, 64 million, most atrocious contract probably in the NBA, got rid of his. They have enough money to bring in possibly Paul George and some people say LeBron James, but I don't think about that. I don't think of that at all. But it's anything is possible. But I mean, Los Angeles won more because they have enough cap space to get Paul George, dude. You get to get a superstar now, and you got Brook Lopez out of it, which isn't bad, I'd say, because now you got a certified center, and I think Los Angeles might be looking to trade um, what's his name, Jordan Clarkson or Julius Randle, to get another star player, or possibly just to get more just to free up some cap space, but. They're still on their rookie deals, I'm pretty sure, so why would they do that? But contributing, they would probably get a good star from those guys. Yeah, but from positive side for Brooklyn, they got a guy out of D'Angelo Russell. Now, I don't think the position he plays as point guard is the position he should play. He should play shooting guard because, dude, the guy, he's good in, but his percentages are pretty good. 40%, 39% from 3 or 37, I'm pretty sure, and 50 to 60% from the whole field, the twos and threes. So I think that's a little impressive right there. And I think he should play shooting guard because he averages like 5 assists a game, and he's not that pass first type of guy. Or so he rather make him more dynamic and more shooting because he dropped 40 at a time against I think it was the Warriors or something. I'm not sure, but he dropped 40. Now, if any of you know, that's impressive. That's probably the most impressive thing I've seen ever. Well, not ever, but it's darn impressive for a guy like him. So, but now we're finna go to Timofey Mozgov. Brooklyn has to deal with him for 3 to 4 more years, and I think he might not have a player option, so they're gonna have to be stuck with his atrocious contract. And there's nothing to say about him because the guy is like literally old, and he wasn't even that good in Cleveland or Los Angeles. So, yeah, they're in a bad situation with him. Yeah, and the next trade we're gonna go to is the Jimmy Butler trade. And some of you are probably disgusted with the Bulls, what they just did. Like, yeah, they got Zach LaVine and Chris Dunn out of it, but dude, you could have got so much more out of him. Like Chris Dunn, that guy averaged like 3 or 4 or 2 points last year as a first round draft pick. You really would get him? And then there's Zach LaVine. Like, I'm not saying Zach LaVine's a bad player. He's an okay wing player. He's dynamic, but dude, the guy's injured, and would you really do a trade with Zach LaVine and Jimmy Butler? Nah. They could have got something better for Jimmy Butler, like a couple of picks or something. But honestly, they got him. They got they got Chris Dunn, man. You could have got something better. I mean, in personal opinion, they could have got at least Andrew Wiggins or something. I mean, that would have been way better than what they have with Chris Dunn. I mean, Andrew Wiggins. But now, on the bright side, I mean, I give the Bulls the lowest grade ever possible. But on the bright side for Minnesota, they have they have a big three like Carl Anthony Towns with Andrew Wiggins with JD, dude. Like JD, he's an all-around great player defensively and offensively. He still needs to get a little better at shooting, but everybody has their flaws. Another guy I would have in mind, Carl Anthony Towns. He's good in the post, finishes good at the rim, and he could shoot from outside if needed. He has great athleticism, and he's all-around great player. Andrew Wiggins. Well, you haven't seen his full potential yet. Yeah, he averages 23 points and 4 to 5 rebounds and a couple of 3, 4, or 5 assists, but he still has to show his full potential, which I'm actually motoring to see. So yeah, that's the bright side for Minnesota. They got a steal. This might be the worst trade. I'd say since the last 10 years. I think I'd say that. But yeah, that's the worst trade. And now let's move on with the draft. And I'm gonna talk about a team that got 2 players out of the draft. The Milwaukee Bucks. The first pick they got was DJ Wilson. Now, that's a little risk of a pick, but it might be a great pick because Milwaukee, they got a new GM, but they're still sticking with the length and size thing. So I mean, go for it. The guy's 6'10". He had a 7'3" vertical. I mean, what more could you ask for? 7'3" vertical. Dude could shoot 37% from outside. He could finish great at the rim, and he could shoot a three. He could play defense like a god. He could defend any position. Like, are you kidding me? Like that's an all-around great player. The problem with his is his inconsistency. Now, there's a problem right there with that because the guy, he's great and all, but his inconsistency has, like, he would have been much higher if he wouldn't have gotten injured and he could play, like, he could play more consistently, I meant. For, like, he would have been in the top 10, I believe, because he's that talented. He could defend, he could shoot, he could defend players from different positions, shooting guard, point guard, whatever. Come on now. Who doesn't want a player like that? I mean, I possibly would always want a player like that. So I'll give that pick a solid B for all around, but it might have like a big risk included. And now we're going to their second round pick. But the new Los Angeles Clippers traded, and they got what's his name? Something Thornus, I don't know. He's from South Carolina. I mean, he was actually better than the player we got in the second round. So, but still, this player we got, his name is wow, I don't know his name. Well, I really don't know his name. Sidney Thorson or something. I don't know. But this guy could play. He could shoot from outside. He could defend. He's a shooting guard. And we just got shooting for this year. Extra shooting on this roster. He could defend, but the problem with this is that he can't create his own shot, which might be a big problem with some people. I would say stay in mind, but that might not be the biggest problem. Still, though, like, it's a dangerous. That's a dangerous pick. Like, the guy can create for himself. I'm thinking about that. Like, but I've seen him do pick and rolls. He's actually not bad. But another concern with him is his physique. But don't be like mesmerized by his physique. He actually is really explosive playing basketball, and he's a really good off ball player. So, it's gonna be good. Looking forward for that. And this is this concludes the video. We've talked about a team, and we talked about every trade and team that I wanted to. So, guys, this concludes the video. So, like, subscribe, and comment down below. And hoping you will put some suggestions for the next video for NBA and NFL. And peace out.